Alright, we're back again with a new and exciting one here. First off, I want to say thanks again for watching. Please click the subscribe button down below for more unboxings. But obviously today we've got a really exciting one here. We've got the new Ideafly Grasshopper F210 from Gearbest.com. So I want to say thanks again to Gearbest.com for sending this to me for review. This is going to be a nice overview. This is going to be part one of a multi-part series, maybe 2 or 3. Kind of an overview today with this, kind of showing you what you get right out of the box here. So the first thing you're going to see, you get a really nice case with the Ideafly logo here on the case, along with a little bit of a red accent here. Nice little handle. So this is a nice little carrying case. You can keep your quad in and take it with you. So I like that they include the case. Let's go ahead and get right into it here. So opening it up, you got a little bit of foam padding here protecting the quad itself and the transmitter. This is the ready to fly version. They do have a bind and fly version available as well. So right up the gate here, you can see that you get a couple of different things here. Up top, we're going to have a little bit of a pouch or storage area. It would be nice if you want to store some extra LiPos, you know, when you're taking this one out to the field. But you're going to see here, we're going to get our instruction manual. Looks like for our charger. So we've got a nice little E4 charger. So I like that balanced charger. And then we've got our little disc here, which I imagine is going to be our owner's manuals, you know, kind of to guide you through the setup on this one. And then inside here we're going to have our banana plug with XT60 connector, so that's going to be a plus. Obviously we need that to charge our LiPo. And then we've got a little bag of goodies inside of here. We've got some additional, looks like double-sided sticky tape here, and some zip ties. So we've got some little zip ties on there. We're going to have 2 different sets of props here. We're going to have our tri-blade and 2 blade props, so you can go back and forth between the 2. So that's really cool. That's the first time that I've seen that. Any of the quads that I've gotten, that you're getting actually tri-blade and 2 blades. So they're hearing us. Thanks Gearbest and Ideafly for packaging this together. This is really awesome. A lot of people like to try the dowel props and all that kind of good stuff, and the tri-blades. So that's really cool that they included those in there. Instead of just the 2-bladed props. So obviously you've got 2 sets of props here, and I'm sure you can get more as time progresses, but pretty awesome. And let's go ahead and take a look here. So we've got our balance charger, and that looks like a pretty nice little balance charger if you don't have one, kind of a mid kind of hobby grade style. We've got our ports here on the side for our balance leads, negative and positive leads for our XT60 connector, and you can charge up to 4S batteries. So that's pretty cool. LiPo, and looks like LiPo batteries as well. So pretty awesome, nice little charger. That's pretty cool. It's got some good weight to that. And another thing here, looks like I actually slipped out here. So this is just going to come with a little dipole antenna. This is a SMA female antenna on here, so it's going to be the male end on the quadcopter. So you're going to want to get a nice clover leaf to replace this if you want to get a little bit more distance with it. But we'll check this out and see how it is. As the ready to fly package, we'll see how this works. And of course we'll take a look at our transmitter here. So this is our Ideafly transmitter, which is pretty much the FlySky i6 transmitter. Pretty straightforward. This is going to be kind of the go-to transmitter for these value quadcopters. Really nice setup. I like the sticks on these. They've got the nice grips on it. It's got a good feel to it. It's a little thinner than some other transmitters, but a nice feel to it overall. So decent transmitter. Looking at the transmitter, this is actually going to be our rate switch. So these are going to be, from what I can tell so far, these are going to be inoperable. Of course, we can set up different things like our fail safes and all that good stuff. Alright, so our rate switches are going to be right here on switch B, and it's according to the instructions, which should be on that disc and also will be on Gearbest website. I'll leave a link in the description down below where you can see that owner's manual if you want to take a look at it before you get the quadcopter. But this here, switch B, is supposed to be our flight modes. So we're going to have the top mode is going to be our angle mode, then our center is going to be our barometer mode, and then our bottom is going to be full manual or acro mode. So I'm interested to find out that barometer mode is really, they're calling it baro mode, which I'm guessing is barometer, because supposedly this does have a barometer built into it. So that would be interesting to find out if it does. Be really awesome little feature, I think, especially for a beginner. You know, trying to keep their altitude without having to manage throttle. So I'm not really sure how that's going to work with this not being a you know, a centered stick on the this FlySky transmitter. So we'll take a look and see what that is. But that's going to be our rates. You know, our flight modes right here on that switch B. So let's go ahead and take a look at the quadcopter, and then of course you get a little charging cable for your balance charger. So let's go ahead and pull the quadcopter out of here. Find it to be a little snug getting this out. So pulling this out here, we can see our LiPo that it comes with is going to be right inside here on the inside. That's a 1300 milliamp 4-cell 45C discharge. So pretty nice battery that comes with it. Obviously you're going to want to pick up some more of those. Let's go ahead and put that aside here. So a couple of things that that they do state with the new Grasshopper is that this thing is supposedly supposed to be able to go 143 miles per hour or 230 kilometers an hour. That would be pretty incredible. Now, when I did read that did state that that was going to be with a 75C discharge battery. So obviously this is just a 45C. So we're going to want to up our batteries to really see what this thing can do. I don't have any real way of checking the speed on it, but we'll definitely do some speed tests and through full punch out tests, of course, in the flight review coming up. But let's go ahead and take a closer look at the craft here. So as you can see, you've got an XT60 connector for our LiPo, pretty standard. We've got 3 LEDs on the rear with our SMA male connector for our 5.8 gigahertz antenna on the back. And then this is going to be featuring 30 amp ESCs, which is pretty awesome. So that's going to give you the capability of running anywhere from 2 to 4 cell batteries. I don't know why you would want to do anything less than a 4 cell, as it's being capable of that. But those are pretty nice. So those are the Flycolor RAPTOR 390 with the BLHeli shots on those. So that should be pretty awesome, handling that 4 cell. I've got some 75C batteries coming, so hopefully we can test those out as well. So pretty awesome. A couple other things too. This is going to feature a F3 flight controller as well, which is pretty awesome. If you're into the clean flight, like to get in there, kind of tune it and check things out. That's pretty good software from what I understand. I'm not an expert on those types of things, but I'm sure a lot of guys out here are going to be coming out with some more information on that. But pretty cool stuff from what I can tell with the flight controller. So this is going to feature LEDs on the front of the quadcopter as well, which according to what the website's saying is that upon acceleration, these LEDs are going to change lights to kind of let you know how quickly the craft is moving. So that's kind of interesting. We'll definitely take a look at that. Taking a look at the motors here, we can see here we have a 2205 2300 kV motors, and those are with 5 millimeter prop shafts. So that's pretty standard on the size there. Taking a look at the carbon fiber, it's a really nice looking carbon fiber. I really like the way this thing looks, the build quality of it. Looks like it's going to be pretty easy to kind of switch things out if you need to, if you get in a crash and want to replace that bottom frame for an arm. It would be nice to see if these were modular, if you could remove these arms separately from the whole frame. Doesn't look like that, but nonetheless, this should hold up pretty well for some crashes. I like the style of this carbon fiber, looks pretty nice. So taking a look at that carbon fiber, just to kind of show you some thicknesses here. We've got about a 3, let's see here. We've got about a 3 3 millimeter carbon fiber on the bottom, so pretty thick carbon fiber there. And then on the face of the quadcopter protecting our camera is approximately 1.6, 1.5 millimeters on the carbon fiber there. And then our top plate for our battery is going to be right about the same, about 1.5, 1.6 on the carbon fiber there. So pretty nice thicknesses on the carbon fiber. It's got some good weight to it. We'll put it on the scale here in a second. I like that they put this little kind of rubber grommet around the XT60 connector to kind of give it a little bit of play in case of a crash. That's kind of nice. Now the zip ties, obviously, that came with this, we're going to want to use those to zip ties these ESCs down to kind of hold them in place, because they're just with a little double-sided tape on there. So we'll definitely want to zip tie that down. Everything on the inside here looks pretty nice and neat and tight. Nothing real crazy going on the inside there as far as crazy wires hanging out tucked different ways. I like the way that they set up their receiver wires here on the top. That's pretty nice. You can gain access to all those pretty nicely here inside the cover, which is pretty cool because that's going to kind of give it a little bit extra protection. Not sure how well that's going to hold up in a crash if that flips the wrong way and catches wrong, because we just got two little adjustable screws here on both sides holding that down. But nonetheless, that's pretty cool. Got that nice grasshopper design to it with the antennas, very bug looking. It's got a little mouth design on the front and little eyes, so pretty cool. We've got our adjustable camera here, so that's going to be a 700 TVL camera. I couldn't see if they stated if that was going to be a CMOS camera. I would imagine it probably is going to be a CMOS for, you know, cost wise, but it's nice. You've got some really nice aggressive angles on there. You can see that you can adjust that, so if you really get into some aggressive flight, that's going to be able to have some really nice adjustments. And of course you got a little lens cap on there too. And then our receiver antennas are going to be ran right through the top here with that bug style. I did notice that these wires here on the inside for our receiving cables are kind of held down by, I don't know if you can see that there, held down by like black tape on the inside. So that was kind of interesting. I'm not sure how well that's going to hold up. Might want to use something else, maybe a little double-sided or something, a little hot glue to hold those down. But nonetheless, does the job pretty well. So far, I like the design of this. If you didn't like the cover, that's going to be easy removable piece and give you the really cool, unique look either way. But it's got some good weight to it. Speaking of, so let's go ahead and throw it on a scale here and see what kind of weight we're looking at. So about 11.1 ounces with just a quadcopter, and with our battery, looks like we're going to be just a little over a pound at 1.4 ounces. About 1.4 ounces on the weight with the battery. So pretty nice, pretty standard size weight. It's got some good weight to it. That battery adds a bit. It's a nice light quadcopter. Really like the design of this. Like I said, it looks really cool. I love quadcopters that are coming out that don't look like everything else, and Ideafly hit the nail on the head with that. Really cool bug looking. I mean, that's just, I just like it. It's different. You know, it may not be for everybody's taste. You may not like the design. You might like more of a traditional style, but I like something that's going to turn heads and have people going, what is that? And this is going to be one of those. It also has nice little motor guards here and these little plastic surrounds around the motor, so I like that. It looks like those are easy replaceable as well. And then our carbon fiber has kind of a vented slots here. You can see that to kind of help keep everything cool on the inside, which is nice. I like that that design as well. Anyways, this is going to be a quick little overview unboxing here for you on the new Ideafly Grasshopper being sold at Gearbest.com. You can check this one out. It looks pretty awesome. I'll have a full flight review coming soon on this so we can see how this thing flies. I'm really excited to see how fast our punch out's going to be, and check out those different flight modes. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to hit me up in the comments below. As always, I'll try to answer them if I can. I'm not going to state to be an expert by any means. My thing is flight impressions and how these things fly and initial styling and build quality. So really awesome design so far. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up and please subscribe to the channel, and as always, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks again for watching, guys.